I'm going down to Tennessee next week to see my friend Evan, and we are going backpacking for 3 days in the Smoky Mountains, which means I gotta bring all my gear, or some of my gear, on the plane. I've had to do this a few times before, and honestly, I don't know why, but to me it is just like a stressful thing having to bring my gear on the plane. And I haven't really figured out my perfect system yet, but I thought it would be a good topic to kind of like run through it, and maybe I'll give you some ideas, or maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Why is it weird bringing your gear on a plane? Now there's 2 ways we can do this: checked bags or carry-on. So if you're gonna check your bag, you can't exactly just do it as is. You've got like all this extra stuff hanging off everywhere. So stuff is either gonna fall out of the pockets or get crushed or broken or ripped. I mean, I've got like the netting pockets here, so you can't exactly fly like that. One thing I've done before is buy like a really cheap duffel bag just on Amazon or something and put everything, the pack and everything, in the duffel bag. Now, that's not a big deal. You can totally do that. You will probably want to ditch the duffel bag when you get where you're going. So last time I think I just like left it in the hotel room or something, which I hate waste, but it's an option. But then to me, I just like hate checking bags anyways. It costs money, first of all. It adds more like logistics in the airport as far as getting there early, and then you gotta wait like 20 whole minutes to get your bag after you get where you're going. Sometimes the luggage gets lost. So the other option is carry-on. With carry-on, same thing kind of with all the extra stuff in the pockets. It has to be a certain size. It's 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. So if you put all that stuff in your pack, it might be too big. If you leave it on the outside, it still might be too big. Plus it's also gonna get like caught up on stuff. I don't even know if they care if there's stuff on the outside. It just makes it like a weird shape to fit into those overhead bins. Also, if you're going carry-on, you can't take your trekking poles or a knife or a fuel canister. You can't take a fuel canister and checked baggage either. But yeah, those things you can't take. So when I've done carry-on before, I like mailed a box ahead of time to where I was going with my trekking poles, knife, fuel canister, just smart water bottles, stuff like that. But honestly, that ended up being more expensive than it was to just check a bag. So I don't really know what the point of that was either. So anyway, what am I gonna do this time? Originally I was thinking I was going to try to fit all of my stuff, including the pack itself, in like a carry-on suitcase. So I've been playing with that idea, but honestly, it's too tight of a fit. I feel like I would have to bring like another small little backpack in addition to that, and honestly, like, what is the point of bringing these extra bags when I'm just packing my bag in the bag? I don't know. So I am going back to strictly carry-on, which means I'm gonna have to ditch some of my gear in order for it to all fit and to fit smoothly in the overhead bins. So I put together 3 days of food. I need to call Evan real quick and just double check on that and a couple other things. And then we're gonna go through my stuff.
Hi.
Hi, Evan. Good morning.
Are you already filming me?
Yes, I'm filming.
Is this a video before the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about like packing gear and bringing it on the plane. So, questions. Number 1, just wanted to make sure, you said I could borrow your trekking poles?
I have a number of pairs.
Okay.
Good.
They're not like the folded kind, they're the retractable kind?
Yes.
Okay. And then, what else? Oh, I was buying food and stuff, so I don't know, I was figuring just 3 full days of food?
Alright, here's what's gonna happen.
Well, whatever. I am ready for anything, I think. And if it rains, I need a good dose of that. It's been a while.
Well, as long as we're warm, it'll be alright. I mean, we can deal with the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go pack. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, let's break down everything that I'm planning on bringing and all the things I gotta ditch. So first of all, worn clothing. Okay, so this is the outfit that I'm gonna wear on the plane, and some of it I will wear while I'm hiking. So I've got my EMS puffy jacket with the hood that I love, and it's got nice zip up pockets, so on the plane I can keep my wallet and my phone right on me. And then under this I've got my my Under Armour just black t-shirt that I always wear when I'm hiking. And then I've got my pajama pants that are not like a name brand or anything. These I'll wear to bed or I'll wear while I'm hiking if it's cold out. And then my Darn Tough socks, nice high full cushion ones that I love. And my hiking shoes, my Vivo Barefoot Trekker Escape women's forest black something. Okay, let's take a look inside my pack. Okay, so first of all, the pack itself, I have the Hyperlight Wind Rider 3400, and then I have the extra Hyperlight shoulder pouch, and I keep my sunglasses in here. And then I will bring one smart water bottle just because it's already like the thing's cut off to fit with this hook thing. And then I'll just buy the other 2-liter bottles once I get there. Then I've got my Hyperlight one-person tent. This was actually like a prototype tent that they gave me, and they don't sell it. And 8 tent stakes. Then I got my sleep system. So this is the Thermarest X-Lite whatever sleeping pad. And then my sleeping bag, which is in a Hyperlight dry bag. This is the LL Bean 850 down 15 degree mummy bag. And then in here I have a sleeping bag liner, adds a little bit of extra warmth. And I think I'm gonna need that on this trip. Then my packed clothing, so I'm bringing my rain jacket, it's probably gonna rain. Extra underwear, that's a luxury. Extra socks, just in case mine get wet, I have something dry. Extra t-shirt, same thing in case I get wet, or just a clean one to wear home. I'm bringing my shorts because I'm gonna wear my pants on the plane, so this gives me options for hiking in, and something dry in case I get wet. And then I was debating on this, but I think I am gonna bring my extra sweatshirt. I'm worried that it's just gonna be really cold at night, so I'll have this and my down coat that I will wear on the plane. And then I keep my extra clothes in this Hyperlight pod that fits the shape of my pack. Food and water, so we've got the Sawyer Squeeze for filtering, and my CNOC 2-liter dirty bag, Z-Packs, rock bag, and line for bear bag hanging. For breakfast, I'm usually not that hungry unless I'm like through hiking, so I'm just gonna do some breakfast bars. For lunch, I pre-separate all my lunches, so I got 2 bars, peanut butter crackers, a meat stick, fruit snacks, Rice Krispie treat, and a Kit Kat bar. 3 of those. For dinners, I'm not gonna bring my stove because of the whole plane situation, so I'm gonna go back to my tortilla wraps, so tortilla, peanut butter, honey, and dried fruit. And then for after dinner snacking, I have to have Twizzlers. And then this is my Z-Packs food bag. Electronics, I've got my tripod for my phone for setup shots, an Anker 20,000 battery pack, charging cord for my phone, headphones, this little flashlight that I forget what it's called that I'll put on the screen, but I've recently switched from a headlamp to this tiny little thing. Still deciding if I like it, but it was a way to cut some weight. And then I keep that stuff in my little Hyperlight stuff sack. Toiletries, I'm going real minimal here. So I've got toilet paper, toothbrush and toothpaste, a little towel, little Dr. Bronner soap and hand sanitizer. And then I keep those in this like scent-proof bag just because I typically don't hang my toiletries. Although I probably should. I think the bears are really bad in the Smokies right now. And then I keep the toiletries in this bag, and this is my first aid / emergency kit. So I've whittled this down recently. A couple Band-Aids, alcohol wipe, triple antibiotic, a little lighter, quick start fire, gear repair tape, needle and thread, blister KT tape, and then just Tylenol, Benadryl, and Zyrtec. Now, these things I'm not bringing on the plane, but I will get when I get there. So my trekking poles, I'm not allowed to take those as carry-on. So I'm gonna borrow a pair from Evan. And then smart water bottles, these just take up unnecessary space. I'll just buy some new ones when I get down there. And now these are the things that I am ditching altogether for this trip that I typically would take with me. So, a charging port and my Anchor charging cords. I'm not staying in a hotel or anywhere that I will have an outlet, so I'm just bringing the power bank and I'll charge from that. Not gonna bring my little tweezers or nail clippers. I'm only out for 3 days, so I don't think that's gonna be necessary. I'm not bringing my knife. I typically don't use this anyways, but once in a while it comes in handy, but I can't take it on the plane, so hopefully I don't need it. This is a PBL, personal beacon locator. I've been taking this with me lately when I'm solo hiking, but I'm gonna be with Evan, so I feel like when you're with somebody else, it's a little less of a risk. I mean, it's always a risk not carrying something like this, but I'll have a buddy. Cooking. So I can't take this on the plane. Because of that, I'm just doing cold food, so I'm not even gonna bring my pot. I'm not doing oatmeal in the morning or anything like that. I'm not gonna bring my spork, don't really need that. And I'm not bringing my stove. My camp shoes, my Crocs. These are such a nice luxury to have at camp, but that's exactly what it is, a luxury, and they definitely take up space hanging off my pack, so I'm gonna ditch those. Same thing with the sit pad. It's such a stupid but very nice luxury item to have, but again, it just takes up space and it's usually on the outside of my pack, so I'm gonna ditch that. And my umbrella. I don't always take this, but it looks like it might rain, and so I'm just not going to. It's not like compactable enough to take. I may miss it on this trip, we'll see, but not necessary. Alright. Let's see what size my now modified pack is. It's 20, maybe just over 20 inches by 12, maybe 13 inches by, I don't know how you measure this side. We'll say 9 inches. Perfect, it fits right in the size requirements, and I just weighed it. With 3 days of food in there, I'm at exactly 15 pounds, which is crazy. I hadn't realized my base weight was that low. That doesn't include water or my puffy, because I was gonna wear the puffy on the plane, but I wouldn't be wearing it hiking. But yeah, 15-ish pounds with 3 days of food. Pretty damn good. I'm almost ultralight. So, I'm packed and ready to go. I hope I have everything I need. I'm second guessing it with that weight. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'll be doing a video while I'm down there, and Evan will be doing his own video too. So stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in Tennessee.